right, this is it. Finally, the last files for the big beast, the Riverside County Fairgrounds. So the final boss battle. But unlike the final boss battle, where you normally fight the biggest, baddest boss at the end, these are actually, it's kind of anticlimactic. These are actually going to be pretty simple. So there's not a lot going on with these, which is great. So it's kind of nice. You'll be sort of coasting to a stop with this big old project. So I think your main verts are going to be your boss battles kind of in the middle there. So those are going to be the toughies. So, but anyway, so that's it. So and to a testament of that, I've got the East and the West all in one file here, and each of the parts all fit on one DXF route file. So that just goes to show actually how straightforward and relatively simple these are. It's still hard work, but they're going to be a lot more simple than anything else you dealt with. So with that being said, let's get after it. Let's finalize this. So lay of the land. So I just got everything. You got the here. We'll just go back over here real quick. So we've got the top trim west and east. You got vert trim west and east. That's this guy here. You got the top, and then you also have the bottom trim west and east. BTE and BT dubs, by the way. So that one there will attach to the rocks. This one here attaches to your main verts, and then this one attaches to your crown. So let's get after it on the lay of the land here. So again, we got TTW, and everything fits on a sheet. It's great. So there's the top trim west, and then there's your verts. Kind of had to turn it sideways so it fits, but there you go. A little longer, more pieces, but basically all there. And then you got your bottom trim west there. It's a little taller. These are 18 1/4. The rest are 12. And then, so you got the TTE, so you got the easts. So you got 6 files, we're done. And then the 7th file is all the 1/4 inch plate for all of them fit on one sheet here. So like I said, good way to wrap up, kind of close to a stop. It's great. So a few things to point out, but otherwise these are just fancy boxes. Make sure you bring in plenty of rivets because you're going to be riveting together a lot of these components. You have an 11 of these little angle brackets. So you got 6 on this one and you got 5 on this one. The BT dubs and the BTE down here do not have it. They directly attach to the rock. So they don't need these little kicker things on the back of the box like the vert and the top do. So first thing, you're just going to bend these up. One goes in the other, and then just rivet them up and then make those components. Then go ahead and make your frames. I did do a jigless, like a jigless system, except for the corners, of course. And then you have your seam jigs as well. And then you have one little jiggy that goes right here and, or right here, that's the face seam. So all the face seams on all of the boxes, get that to stabilize the face seam. They get a C channel to the front, not to the back, only to the front. So there's one directly in the center of this one that splits that face in half. And then you have a taller one here that splits these faces in half. So you got that little jiggy for that. But otherwise, we're good to go. That's it for jigs. These are the kind of our raceway system. They go inside internal. Now that being said, the 12 inch wide is not so bad. You can go ahead and just do a splotch of Lords. I didn't do the splotchies, but you go ahead and build up some Lords, and I'm cool with the face just sort of floating over the lack, the 090 back a little bit. So just do the frame and everything real good. But with the 18 inch wide, plus the fact that it's going to be right here where people can kind of bonk it or whatever, I want a nice solid thud. So I went ahead and made these little pads. So for the bottom here, you're going to have these little pads, and you're just going to tack those to the face side. You don't have to worry about the back side. None of these have a back face. It's only the front. So, so you go ahead and just put those little pads, clean them up, and then that way you can put a nice little blotch of Lords right there, and that'll make this nice and solid. And hopefully it'll, if somebody bonks it or whatever, it just has a nice solid thud to it. Get their money's worth. So, but anyway, that's it. You got these little boxes. You're going to go ahead and take these 1/4 inch pieces, the trim all for all these guys. All of these guys get 1/2 inch nuts. And then you're just going to put them on the inside with 1/9s on the back side, 1/9/3s, and then just tack them in real good. And then those are what are going to receive the tabs that are going to be sticking out, like what's coming up. You got the toaster slots for the crown, and then you've got them coming out the sides. You got 3 of them for the verts, and then you already have those ones on the rock. They're going to be poking up. So, and so that's what those are for. So those will be where the nuts go. That way install, all they got to do is just shoot nuts or shoot 1/2-inch bolts into those, and they're bolted on. And then on this one, install, there's room in order to put your frap. And so they'll be frapping this directly to the top of the rock can. So I have provisions there, boom, boom, boom. But that's why you're doing these little angle kickers here. You're just going to rivet those onto the backside of all the boxes. And then they have the 2 mounting holes right here that will correspond to the side. I already have that lined up. So when you do the verts, there's holes for those already lined up. And then the same thing with the crown. The crown already has those receiving holes for those guys there. So you're just going to rivet those to the back. So like I say, bring in plenty of rivets for double stack 09 and some triple stack here and there as well. But these are going to be very rivet intensive. Plus, you already did it once on the north vert, so you kind of got your eye in on that. But you've got that decorative trim that you're now going to go ahead and, because you already did it on that, so you got that little nugget there to Lords. But you're going to do that 3-inch trim all the way around. So when you get this all said and done, you're just going to rivet that onto that one. You're going to rivet that one on the top of that one. You can see it there, the orange. And then same thing with this guy. Actually, I don't have it on there, but. And then this one here has it on the bottom, on the bottom there. So those are those trims. And that'll be it. Get those faces on there, and then these will be wrapped up. And then this is how we finish it. So this all will be finally. So anyway, so, they're still long, though. This guy's pretty long. I think this one's 223, so it's definitely going to take up a little room there. But they're going to be a lot lighter, a lot smaller, and easier to work with. So like I say, it's a nice way to coast to a stop, wrap it up. So, and then same thing with the east. It's just everything's mirrored, but so you got all 6. So, well, that's it. So, otherwise, I think that's it. If you have any questions, as usual, we're all counting on you. If you have any questions, hit me up.
Check the technique. Check the technique. See if you